Hey, what's up, everyone? Now, if you're like me and do some things on the browser over and over again, then stop right now and use Comet from Perplexity to automate some of these tasks. So, what I do very commonly is I will read a book review from New York Times or other magazines, newspapers, etc. And when I like a book such as this, I often go to thrift books and then I will add that book to my cart. When I have 7 to 10 books, I will just buy them all together so I get the shipment at the same time. So now this is a book that I liked, and what I want to do is I want to add this to my shopping cart. So you see in my thrift books, there is no, that book is not there right now in the cart. The cart is empty. So what you could do is you could just close out everything on your browser, trigger a shortcut which I've already made, add books, thrift books, and just say the name of the book, the repeat room. And what it will do is it will take the prompt that you saved previously, and I asked it to go to thrift books, search for the hardcover of the book, and if that is available, add it to the cart. And name of the book, the repeat room. And you saw all the browsers were open. Just I'm logged in through Comet to thrift books, so it knows to do that. But you don't need that browser or anything open. And now it is actually going to the browser to thrift books and taking the number of steps to search for the book, find the hardcover. It uses some judgment to see what is a good price for whether you're getting a hardcover or a paperback, and then based on whatever instruction you have given, it will add that. So now it says that this is available and has been added to your cart. The book is in new condition and currently priced at 2050, discounted from the price of 27. So that's pretty neat. Let's go to the thing, and you can see that it added the book to my cart. So when I saw that, I was pretty impressed because so far I have not encountered that anything can work on the browser itself. So that to me was very impressive. And what it does is very simple to create these shortcuts. What you can do is now, just for the sake of convenience, I'm just going to copy this, and you can give any prompt and run the prompt. So I will just run the same prompt, and when it is completed, when the running of the prompt is completed, there is a icon here which says save query to shortcut, and when you save that to shortcut, this is now available to you for you to reuse again, and that's all it is. So you can just save this and then run it any time again. So this is very interesting, and I showed you a very simple example where it is just needs to go to one website, but this also works if it has to go to multiple websites and do some research and bring back some results. So one example of this is, fantasy football is now every week you have to pick a defense, and what I've done is I've created this shortcut which first will analyze all the defenses or all the projections that are taking place outside of my fantasy football league, and then it will say what the top projections are, and then it'll go to the fantasy football app, which is for me sleeper.com, and it is looking at what my team is. So it's going to two different places, or it's going to more sources, but really two different things are happening. One is it's going and researching outside, and then it is taking an action on something that has been specified on a different website. So this is just, in this step, I'm just asking it to tell me what my current starting defense is. I created something else where if this is different than, let's say I wanted Arizona Cardinals, I would ask it to just select Arizona Cardinals for me. And similar to what it did with the thrift books example, it would do the same thing. So you can immediately see the value of this, how useful it is, and start building shortcuts for yourself. Now, currently, the 2 or 3 limitations I see is, one is this would be really handy on phone, which today Comet is not available on phone. Very soon it will be, according to news from Perplexity. So that's one thing. Second thing that comes to mind is very often things that you would expect are correct, and I mean, I don't know how to what is the definition of expect here in this case with these LLMs, but I searched for something like YouTube videos of a particular type, and it was not able to find good quality videos of that. So I felt that, as a human, I could have just gone there and searched for something and seen what are the most popular videos, but this could not do that. So you cannot then build shortcuts out of it. So there are some things like that where it doesn't work, but by and large, I mean, this is already quite cool. And you can imagine that these limitations that I'm talking about will be overcome very soon with their new releases. So, and the last thing that I wanted to mention is you cannot at the moment chain shortcuts. So if you had one shortcut and you wanted at the end of that shortcut for it to call another shortcut, it doesn't do that right now. Now this is very similar to if you have used Claude sub agents, Claude code. That is what the sub agent model does. You can chain together certain agents, which is where I got the idea to try it out with this. It doesn't do that currently, but my understanding is that the way these things work, it seems like a trivial thing to implement for them, and in the future they will do it. So that will be a pretty handy thing to look out for as well. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you have used shortcuts or have use cases for shortcuts, I would love to hear from you. Thanks all. Take care.